Welcome, friends, it is I, LostScarf, and it's time for the Ratatoskr look. And he's a bit nuts. We're going to look at all of his abilities, and we're going to go over the math on his abilities. I'm going to use 200 power as the base for him, because most guys can get about around 200 power pretty well. We're going to look at how that affects his abilities, and it affects it pretty crazily. So then, let's take a look. Okay, everyone, I'm going to now show you
Ratatoskr.
And I'm going to show you how crazy he is, and how the hell he got through PTS, I do not know. But let's pick him. I got his voice back in this thing. Check out his portrait. It's on her! You thought you were picking Ratatoskr, but it was I. Dio on her. Okay, here we go. So you're going to see a crazy guy that somehow got through PTS. And I'm going to show you why, but first let's go through the general stuff.
I'm here to crack nuts and pick flowers. And I'm all out of flowers.
Teehee. Let's go get level 5 first to show his abilities. Now I'm going to show you his acorn last. The thing about his acorn is you can only buy one side, you can't sell any, so after I get to a full acorn, I'm going to have to cut to another video showing off the other acorns. So it's going to be interesting how that goes. But let's look at his abilities first, minus his passive. First up is, check out these things, Dart! So he dashes. Boom! Now what happens is when you dash through an enemy god, you can dash again. So that's pretty cool there. If you dash through another god, that's a different god, you can dash again, and again and again. So you can dash 6 times at max. So that's a good amount of damage if you can hit all enemy gods that many times. That'd be pretty cool there. Now, I'm not sure how it counts, though. Does it count the first god you hit if you hit a group, or just any of them, or what? I'm not sure how it counts who you hit so you can keep doing your dashes. Then there's this 2, which is Flurry of Acorns. But you throw them out, and then they follow you to where you are a second later right there. 12 acorns. They do that much damage right there, 10 to 26, plus power contribution. Something to keep in mind is early game that might do some good damage, but Mark of the Vanguard will reduce it quite a bit by 5 damage each, which can add up. That's 60 damage protected by. So you fight a support with that, that might not be as good at the start. Later on, it might not matter too much. But at the start, it will mean something. So you can already see a combo here. You go 2, 1, and then they go through, and then you can do 1 again on an enemy god. So there you go right there. Now there's this 3. Acorn Blast, and this is a thin cone that he throws out, and boom, it goes through minions, it goes through gods, and it does a good amount of damage. As you can see, it does up to 70 plus power contribution. Now I'll do the math on that soon enough. Then there's his ultimate, going up into the trees. There you go, and you can hit right click to end it early and jump to the ground, or you can go to another branch. You can look around and go to another branch, and now the third time you jump down no matter what. So you can go right click or left click, doesn't matter, jumping down, doing damage. And it's a good chunk of damage, 570 plus 100% power contribution, by the way. Now, you can see what a combo could do. You go 2, 1, 1 again, and then 3, like so. We can show that on Ra in a second. We can go ahead and heal up and go over to Ra. And then I'm going to show you the acorns. Just go hit Ra with this combo just to show it. And here we are. So, Ra's going to do his stuff for a second. So, look away so I don't get blinded. I didn't do it, okay. So here you go. 2, 1, 1 again, and 3. There you go. You, of course, want to hit them as close as possible to get them with all 4, and there you go with that. So that's the little combo I think might work out pretty well. Now let's take a look at an acorn. Now the first ones, these are the tier 2 acorns, they affect your 2. So you can get a slow on your acorns, or you can get extra damage on them. So you can consider just hurting them a little bit more at the start, or while getting a slow so you can beat them up even more as you're building up towards your other acorns. Left acorns affect your 3, right acorns affect your 1. As you can see, the stats aren't bad. 50 power plus 15 penetration is pretty nice. And then 50 power plus 25% cooldown reduction is pretty nice. And you get why. They want you to want to buy your nuts here. Because if you don't buy any nuts, then it's a waste of the passive. So they need to make it a pretty good item. So it is a really good item. 50 power and pen or cooldown is really good. We're going to buy Sapphire acorn first.
I feel like a million nuts.
Now there is a thing, if you buy the acorn in base, you can sell it really quick because you're in base. But if you buy it outside of base, you can't sell it back. That's why we've got to do multiple videos. Now here's what's crazy about this acorn. This acorn will go through minions, and you can use it as a clearing type, and I'll show you that in a second. You can go through melee and hit the archers. Those will come on in a second. But the other side of it is it sticks to enemy gods and explodes. So you're doing your regular damage plus extra damage. So this thing can hit really, really hard. It's not exactly double damage, but it is essentially double damage when you really do the math. And actually, it does even more. The blast does more damage than the regular ability does. Okay, let's guess the line will come up. And I'm going to show you some math in a second on how ridiculous this can really get. Just waiting on a minion line so that we can go through them with this really quick and then go over, show it at raw. So you can use it as a clearing item as soon as these come up. And it's an interesting idea here. It feels like kind of talents from HOTS. Because talents can affect your abilities in different ways. Now here you go. You go through the melee, and it'll hit the archers if I do this in the right range. I'm too far back. And boom! See, good damage there. Now with levels, that could actually do a lot more damage and clear for you. So it's something you can consider doing with him. But yeah, he can basically kind of clear with his Acorn Blast. Now we're going to show it at raw. Dash over there. Now this does an amazing amount of damage on its own. We're just going to use the 3 alone so you can see how much it does to raw. Just let him do his stuff. Don't want to get blinded. That hurt a little bit. And so here's the 3. Stick it to raw. All 4 of them stuck to raw and boom! He's gone. It essentially one-shot raw right there. And now I'm going to show you some math on how ridiculous this ability can get, or all of his abilities. So all you gotta do is buy 100 physical power and you can see how much percentage you get on all your things. Same thing goes for magical power when looking at a gun. 40% contribution to dash, 70% to the opal version, 15% to each acorn, 25% to the acorn blast, 20% to the heal, which we'll see later, and then 60% to sapphire damage, and then he gets 100% on his ultimate. So here's something crazy. Let's say you get about 200 physical power, which is something you'll normally get with a lot of gods in this game.
I feel different.
So there you go, 200 physical power. That's not a bad average you'll see with a lot of gods in the game. So 200. And you'll see the numbers here. With Acorn Blast alone, at level 20, or whenever you get this all up to the 5th level, look at how much damage it does. 50 plus 120, 70 plus 50. You want to keep in mind that you do both of these damages, especially if you stick all 4 to an enemy god. So 70 plus 50 times 4 is 480 damage. 50 plus 120 times 4 is 680 damage. Add those together, you are doing 1,160 damage with this alone at 200 power. That is a lot of nuts. That's not even counting your other abilities on top of that while you're doing this. Then you can just ult down on someone pretty hard right there. You're going to kill some people with your Acorn Blast. This Acorn Blast is going to hurt like hell. Let's go show it to Ra again. Let's go ult over to him. 1, 2, 3. And let's go and just do the combo. Although we can already just one-shot the... Actually, I'm built up. He'll just die to anything now, so forget it. But he's dead. Boom. Like, we're going to do so much damage to enemies with that Sapphire. And that's not even it. There's 3 more acorns. So let's go check out the healing acorn. Which, as you can see right now, just from the math, you're going to heal 400 with 200 power every time you use it. But let's just show the visual of that. Okay, here I am, Ratatoskr, and I'm just beat up so I can show off the heal here. I just bought a bunch of random items to get to 200 again. And you get a heal from your blast. As long as you blow up on enemies, you get a heal per acorn. So this is 400 if I hit all 4 of them. So, bam! 500. Whoa! Whoa, that's better than I thought it'd be. Look at the numbers here. Hold on a second here. Well, that's going to happen for a second, but look at me. I'm about to hit 400, and boom! I healed 500. How'd I heal 500 from 4 acorns? It's only 4 acorns. What? Hello? How do I have more acorns? Well, that's odd. Let me go use this on a single target, then let's go over to the Gold Fury or Fire Giant. Let's go over here. Look how far and fast you can go really quick here. Yeah, if her beat me up and use my 3 on this one in a second. Get me down to 340. And I healed up... Not as much, I don't think I did. So I'm like this now, so let's go ahead. We're at 330, and bam! We hit her with that one. We got 4 that time. Huh. One target gave me 4. Hitting a group of 3 gave me 5. Acorn Blast now heal Ratatoskr on hits. So I'm guessing if the blast hit multiple targets, you're going to get a heal for each target. So, yeah. Yeah, that just happened. Okay, so... Oh my. Okay, let's go hit a group of minions with this. I assumed it was just 1 per each, but if it counts just all the hits you can get with it, that's even more ridiculous than I thought. Let's get down in HP a second. Beat me up, sir. Okay, there we go. Starting to hurt a little bit. Really starting to hurt. Okay, run away, run away, run away. Okay, now we're going to use this on minions. If we can hit 6 minions, how much do we heal?
Can't catch me.
If we heal more than I think, this item is a lot more ridiculous than I thought. And I can't believe this got through PTS as well. We're about to see right now how ridiculous this is. Okay, here we go. We're going to hit 6 minions with all these acorns. How much does it heal me for? Well, not a full 6. I need to back these guys up a little bit. Ah, crap, I killed that guy. Let's just hit these 3 again. That wasn't even getting hit with all the acorns. So each hit... Oh, wow. Each hit heals you. Ooh, that is a lot more than 400 HP. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Jeezums. Wow, you can heal up a lot with that acorn. That's a bit on nuts. That's a little bit on the nuts side. Holy crap. Okay, let's look at the other side of acorns. Okay, now we're going to look at the Topaz acorn. So, cooldown everything.
Like a million nuts.
There's all your... million nuts. So he's yelling out. So the way this one works is if you go through the same god twice with your dash, they get stunned. We're going to stun Ra in a second here. But how would the combo work, I guess? So you would go 2, 1, and then 1 again, and he's stunned, and 3, done. Right in the back. So there you go. That's that acorn right now. That's considered the least favorite for most people. Because it's just a stun, considering all the other crazy stuff you can do with them. Stuns can be useful if you can stun an entire team. That might be a thing you want to do. Never know. It's just another way to play Ratatoskr. All I know is we're going to be playing a lot of Ratatoskr with just so many different styles and builds. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how that goes. Okay, now I'm going to show you my favorite one. It's not the most ridiculous, but it is my favorite, and that is the Opal acorn. And we are now Pikachu. All right.
More than I've ever seen.
So the way this works is our dash now has lanes next to it. That does lightning damage. You can do up to 6 different hits, I believe, with this one. Let's see here. It's over here. Dart now shoots up to 6 lightning bolts to nearby targets while dashing, prioritizing gods. Lightning bolts apply on-hit effects. That means criticals. So let's buy a crit item, or 2. Let's go ahead and buy Sapphire and Rage.
Magical.
We can also get other on-hits like Lifesteal. That'll work. We can also get like a Frostbound Hammer. I don't know how well that'll work out, but we can get a Frostbound Hammer. Also not a Crusher, but a Brawler's Beat Stick to reduce healing. Go ahead and get the Frostbound. There you go. So now let's go dash through things. Let's go dash through some minions first and see how that looks. So we can hit them with the edges like so right here. And boom! 2 crits right there. Bam! And those 3 hits affected Bloodforge as well. So that gives us more power for a moment as well. That's pretty cool there. It's pretty cool. Now we can go ahead now and hit some minions this time. I mean, hit a camp. So here we go. And boom! Oh my god, that's so cool. Now we're going to hit Ra twice with this. We'll do the regular combo as well, so here we go. Actually, this will kill Ra. Let's get to level 20 so Ra doesn't die instantly. Go do that. Whoop. So this is the fun one. I think this is the build to do for Arena, to have just a bunch of fun, just running through a bunch of gods. That could be entertaining as heck. Now, the one thing I don't know is whether or not your side lanes actually count for your dash, so I'm going to see if I can get Ra twice using the side lanes. If it is, then that is amazing. So here we go, let's go to Ra now, and 1. Oh, he's dead, but it does count, so I can do it again. Kinda instantly killed Ra right there. I can hit him with a bunch of things. Let's see how much damage that did. That did 686. Wow. I guess Ra doesn't level up with you anymore? He used to level up with you. No, there we go, yeah, he leveled up, okay. So he died horribly. What's interesting is I don't know if it affects Rage, because you have to not get a crit. So let's see it. Did not get a crit? There, okay, it does affect Rage. Very interesting. So you're guaranteed to get some crits in there with Rage. Oh my god, that is nuts. That is balls crazy. So that is Ratatoskr. That is all 4 acorns right there. This god is nuts. He's just nuts. He's just crazy. So much acorn blast damage and healing that you can do. It's kind of crazy there. His ultimate does 100% power contribution. These acorns can do quite a bit as well, but since you're going to go for final level most of the time, you're not going to really see the effects on this all that much. I really like Opal Dash, don't really care for Topaz Stone all that much, although 2 seconds is pretty nice right there. He's just nuts. He's just literally nuts. Let's go ahead and hear some other things. So VVGH?
Hey,
VVGL?
tread lightly.
VVGF?
Oh, you'll be fine.
VR?
You're stronger than I heard.
VW? That's cute. That's his woohoo. Oh god, V-E-A.
Acorns! Yummy.
Acorns. V-E-W. Oh yeah, V-E-G.
That's why they call me Drill Tooth.
There you go, I think that's all of them. Let's hear a joke then. V-E-J.
You are what you eat? Then I must be nuts. I once beat Thor at arm wrestling. Really, ask him. Also, he said he doesn't like you.
What?
You know what I say to everyone who tries to gank me? Leave me alone, Birch.
Wow.
I once beat Thor at arm wrestling. Really, ask him. Also, he said he doesn't like you.
He doesn't like you, so you don't talk to him. See your taunts.
Wow, I would never have guessed you were an actual god.
Ouch.
Whoa, you must have hit every branch falling off the ugly tree.
Burn.
Hey, keep your eyes off my nuts. Wow, you're strong like an ogre. When it's a baby.
Ooh.
Wow, I would never have guessed you were an actual god.
Oh my god, so douche. See your jump. See jumps. Jumps are cute as hell. Is there an attack jump? Oh, look at that. Floaty. Okay, there you go. That is everything with the Ratatoskr. All right, so there you go. I hope you found this informative, and the numbers, the ridiculous acorn blast numbers. Oh my god. Oh, we're gonna see a lot of Ratatoskr games for sure. I gotta try out different builds for all the different acorns. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of the... Which one was it again? The acorn known as Topaz. Not the biggest fan of that one, but we gotta try it out. My favorite one's Opal because it's just hilarious. Just jumping around like crazy like that. Just go Pikachu everything up. Though, the most ridiculous has got to be Sapphire Acorn. Also, just the ability to heal so much with Emerald Acorn. That could be a crazy-ass thing to do. So there you go. That right there is a look at Ratatoskr, and just wow. We'll be seeing games with him in the future for sure. I had fun making it, hope you had fun watching and found it informative, and that's what's all about it. Having fun, thanks for coming by, and see you next time!